Stay right there, stay right there. Ah, why can't I get this to look good? The lighting sucks. Oh, sorry. Insert cliche opening here. But I really wanted to make a video today, Friday, that you're watching this, because I thought it'd be awesome to share some tips on how I use my camera phone, because I do love Instagram. I love the fact that you can take your phone and create and make something, because you really have to challenge yourself to use your phone when you don't have something like your DSLR and you don't have manual settings and everything like that. So I wanted to give you some quick tips that I use to make things easier on your feet to improvise when you really need to learn how to control your light and the sensor in this phone or your phone. One of the biggest problems you'll notice is that when you're using this outside and the sun's really bright, you get big flares, and if you're trying to do reflections, they don't look right. Well, there's certain things you can do, and there's certain reasons why I put these on. So I'm going to put these on. What are these? They're sunglasses. Yeah, they help your sun, which basically, well, they help your sun, yeah, because I own the sun. They help your eyes, you know, block light from the sun. Where else can that be used? Oh my gosh, guess what? Bam. I do this a lot, especially because I wear Oakley polarized lenses. They're not sponsoring, but polarized lenses help me really kind of bring out some contrast and block reflections, because my eye is very light sensitive, as I made a video about that. But it's as simple as putting, here's my lens right here, my camera, and bam, and it actually doesn't have trouble focusing, and it really does work. So it's like a neutral density filter that blocks down light, and if they're polarized glasses, you could pretty much cut down on reflection as well, and it does help the contrast, and it's pretty awesome. Another huge problem a lot of people get, and it's something that I had to learn, is auto exposure lock. Yeah, you have it in your DSLRs where you can't change something if you're holding the back button, and it's great. You work, you can compose, and nothing will change your settings. But on a camera phone, if something is backlit, like say if that light back there was, you know, the sun, I would be completely dark and there's nothing you could do. Well, the awesome thing you can do is you can compensate. So if you can move the focus, so touch the focus around, put it on me, and if you hold it in, this pretty much goes for iPhones and a lot of the Android phones out there, it will stay like this. So put the focus on me, and what you do is you would hold it in, and what that would do was lock the exposure on me. So I would be exposed properly. Yeah, the background might be a little brighter, but I'm perfectly exposed, and the background, you just kind of have to compensate that a little bit. But you have control over it. No one always has to be backlit. There's a difference between editing and slapping a filter on something. One of the biggest tips that I have is to don't just slap filters on things on Instagram or wherever you share these, Twitter, 500 pics, whatever. Actually edit them. A free app that I use is a Google one, and it is called Snapseed. There's Afterlight, especially if you like Instagram. But edit your photos. They're great mobile things that you can do on your phone. Adobe Lightroom just released their own thing, especially for iPads, that you could do mobile. So there's something great out there. So actually edit your photos. It really works. I know it's not a trick or a quick tip, but it's true. Stop using just filters, and actually you could sit there, make a great black and white, you know, pop, and not just throw a stupid little filter on it. Make it pop, make it look right. You can actually do some awesome things on the go. What if you're out there and the sun's there and you don't have sunglasses on? What do? And there's major lens flare, and you're like, I really want this shot. Well, it's as easy as doing this. What am I doing? I'm creating a lens hood with my finger. Yeah, stupid little tip, but guess what? It works. Now, besides holding a camera a certain way, a lot of people like to hold a camera like this to take a photo. There is certain ways that you still will get shake. But one awesome thing is, and if you have a DSLR, I don't like continuous burst spraying and praying. But with a camera phone, you might have to do it. So that way, you compensate for the shake more because it's smaller and it will show up more on a camera phone. But you can use continuous burst, and a lot of phones have this, and a lot of them now, they do have this. And simply, you would just hold in the button longer. So let me pull up, for example. So all you would do is just hold it in, and it's just snapping away shots right now. Too bad I'm gonna have to delete all of those. But yeah, you just hold it in and it's continuous burst, and that way you probably have a better chance of getting a few in focus, especially if you're on a train or something moving where you can get awesome shots. It will help compensate easier. Oh yeah, thank you. I guess you don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually taking photos of you. Well, how? You didn't put your finger over the button. Well, a lot of times now you can use the volume button, especially on an iPhone. You can use the volume button to take photos now. So it does take away a little bit of the shake, but there's still a little worry about it. Well, they also did a thing where you could use your headset, and you could just simply have the camera out here, and by the headset, you use the volume command, and you can take pictures. A lot of these phones have these now. It's something useful, and I do this a lot for creepy street photography. Not creepy, but it does help make things easier when you can just walk around. You're just like, yeah, I think I'm talking to someone. Click, click. Yeah, oh yeah, great. And you can actually pull off something awesome, even though it's a little sneaky. Two last ones I want to give you before I wrap this up are, do not use the digital zoom in your phones. A lot of people have that, especially with point and shoot cameras. They use digital zoom, but that really does kill down your quality. Now I'm going to tell you, people might go, oh my God, you should never do this. Instead of using digital zoom, I'm saying crop a little bit. Yeah, you're losing image quality, but digital zoom versus cropping, two completely different things. One is very, very destructive, and you're already losing quality just by saying digital zoom. I just almost did it and we would have lost quality there, but cropping will benefit you more, especially using your smartphone. I wanted to also add in to enable the grid on your phone when you're taking photos, because it will help with your composition, your rule of thirds. You can see what things look like. You can see it as they are. It really does help. And once again, they're all small little tips, but these are things that will help improve your camera, your street photography, your Instagram game, so that way you can do better work on the go, on the road.